Rockies trying to take both games of this quick 2-game set against the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Field. It was a 10th inning victory yesterday for the Rockies. Trevor Story hitting a go-ahead home run in the 10th inning off Steve Cishek. Rockies now 20-27 on the year. They were on a 10-game losing streak. Lost the final 2 games of that streak. Losses number 9 and 10 in Miami. Then won the final game and then won the first game here in Chicago. They'll try to get things going against Reynaldo Lopez today, making his 10th start of the season. John Gray will start for the Rockies. He is in need of a good start. David Dahl leads things off, 268, 4 home runs, 16 runs batted in on the year. Into his motion, first pitch from Lopez is taken for a strike, and we are underway. White Sox, with the loss yesterday, are now down to 22-26 on the year, 4th place in the AL Central. They did one heck of a job against the Rockies at Coors Field a few weeks ago in that 2-game set there. Now here at U.S. Cellular, Guaranteed Rate Field. I keep mixing those up. That used to be the name of this ballpark here on the south side of Chicago. Better results for the Rockies last night. 0-2 pitch to Dahl is swung on and fouled back. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Lopez. And swung on and grounded towards first base. That is out number 1. Let's look at today's starting lineup for the Rockies. After the left fielder Dahl, batting second, the shortstop Trevor Story batting third, DHing today is Charlie Blackmon. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Nolan Arenado. Batting fifth at first base, Daniel Murphy. Batting sixth, second baseman Ryan McMahon. Batting seventh in center field is Garrett Hampson. Batting eighth in right field is Sam Hilliard, and then batting ninth, the catcher Tony Wolters. Trevor Story takes first pitch up and in, ball 1, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 12 home runs on the year for Story. It is 12th in the 10th inning of last night's ball game. That ranks second on the Rockies. 29 runs batted in for the Rockies shortstop. 1-0 pitch is taken in the dirt. Trevor Story now sitting on 135 career home runs across parts of 4 seasons. Fastest shortstop to hit 100 home runs. 2-0 delivery is going to miss low. 3-0 now. Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. He's followed by Nolan Arenado, who did not start yesterday's ball game, got most of the day off, then had a pinch hit plate appearance in the 9th and drew a walk. Home plate umpire today, Freddie Ferguson. Joe McDonald at first, Carl Dixon at second, Eric Summersgill is at third base. Those are the men in black today. It's going to be a 3-1 delivery to the 261 hitting Trevor Story. Here it comes, and swung on and lined towards right field. Mazzara will be right there to make the catch, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Charlie Blackmon, 301 on the year, 10 homers, 26 runs batted in. He's DHing today, played right field yesterday. Ryan McMahon DH'd yesterday, with Chris Owings getting in there at second base. Josh Fuentes played third. Pitch misses off the plate. 17 doubles on the year for Charlie Blackmon. It's tied for third place in the National League. Rockies have hit a ton of doubles this year. There's a swing and a ground ball hit up the middle. Mendick is going to have a long throw and got him. Sorry, that is Tim Anderson playing over towards the second base position. He will bat third as the shift was on. He'll bat third going to the bottom of the first, scoreless. John Gray in need of a good start. 10th start of the year, 2-6, his record, 5.36 ERA, 36 strikeouts and 19 walks in 47 innings. Also has allowed 48 hits. His whip sits at 143. And it's just been a struggle to get deep into games for John Gray. So he will look for better results here. And his last start against the Reds was not a poor one. Went 5 innings, just gave up 3 runs all on one swing of the bat. A 3-run home run by Freddie Galvis, who really put a number on the Rockies in that 4-game series at Coors Field. First pitch is a strike in there to Leury Garcia, center fielder, for the White Sox today. The 0-1 pitch is going to miss in the dirt. Tony Walters back behind the plate today. Got to start against the lefty Gio Gonzalez. Elias Diaz did yesterday. That one's inside, and that'll hit Garcia with just a slider, so no intent there. It's a leadoff base runner for the White Sox. Yohan Moncada will be the batter with the runner aboard. Moncada 301 on the year, 8 home runs. Throw to first to drive back Garcia. Good speed over there at first base. And the first pitch to Moncada is swung on and missed. Good looking changeup there from Gray. It's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You saw Nick Lee Capra, White Sox third base coach, laying down the signs. Here he is again. 1-2 is the count on the third baseman, Yohan Moncada. A lot to like about this young group of White Sox hitters. The pitch down and in, count evens at 2. And swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. First out of the day for John Gray, and it is a strikeout. 1 away here in the first. Tim Anderson will be the batter. Playing shortstop for the White Sox. 12 home runs, 34 runs batted in. That's tied for 8th place in the American League. First pitch is a strike. Batting .273 with an .816 OPS on the season is Anderson. One's going to miss inside. 1 ball, 1 strike as Gray starts to pitch from the stretch now. The 1-1 is swung on and skied towards right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Runners trying to advance to second and third, and they will. Garcia up to third base, and Anderson into second. There's 1 out, and a couple runners in scoring position. Just a little flare. It looked like Hilliard initially got a bad read on it, or didn't see it initially, but he probably wasn't going to make the catch anyway. A couple runners in scoring position now for the White Sox. And Eloy Jimenez will be the batter. Much better numbers in the month of May for him than what happened in April. Only hit .239 in April, 300 now in the month of May, .256 overall, 5 home runs, 21 runs batted in. And the first run of the game for either side is 90 feet away. There's a ground ball hit towards short. Story throws to first. That's an RBI ground out, but Garcia will score. RBI will go to Eloy Jimenez, and it's 1-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the first. Rockies will take the out for a run. They'll accept that trade. Edwin Encarnacion, 281. His 19 home runs are first place in the AL right now. 36 runs batted in. Also drawing quite a few walks. 392 is his on-base percentage. Gray's first pitch is swung on and missed. 2 home runs in the last 3 games for Encarnacion. Did not homer yesterday. Nomar Mazara did, as well as Yasmani Grandal for Chicago. There's a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Encarnacion. Gray comes set, looks over his shoulder towards second base, and his 0-2 delivery is swung on and lifted in the air towards right field. Hilliard going back on this one. Now he's got it in range. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Or through an inning of play. RBI ground out for Eloy Jimenez gives the White Sox a 1-0 lead. Nolan Arenado got most of the day off yesterday. Did not start. Did have a pinch hit appearance. 12 home runs, ranks third on the Rockies. 305 his batting average, 32 runs batted in, 382 on base percentage. Drew a walk in his pinch hit plate appearance yesterday. Lopez out for a second inning of work, only needed 11 pitches in the first. First pitch to Arenado is taken high and away. Arenado spent his entire career here with the Rockies. 1-0 pitch. He's going to miss well inside. 2-0. Slider that time from Lopez. It's going to miss outside. Quickly 3-0 on Nolan Arenado. It's a beautiful shot for you. Daniel Murphy is waiting on deck. .3-0 delivery is swung on and grounded foul. Arenado thinks he might get a fastball on the 3-0. He does. Is able to foul it off with some weak contact. Here comes a 3-1 delivery now. And it's swung on and missed, so from 3-0, it's now 3-2. Full count on Nolan Arenado. Weekend series at Coors Field after a day off tomorrow. Rockies will face the Phillies. Already saw them once this year on the road. There's a ground ball pulled foul. Phillies took 2 of 3 from the Rockies a couple road trips ago at Citizens Bank Park. Rockies have not been playing well at home at all. They're on a 14-game losing streak at home as Arenado swings and misses. He was ahead in the count 3-0, but Lopez comes back to collect his first strikeout. That's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 9.
Daniel Murphy will be the batter.
Murphy.
Win today, Rockies can go 500 on this road trip. 269 on the year for Daniel Murphy. Swings and lines one towards left field. Going back is Jimenez. He's not going to get it. That one's down into the wall. Murphy around first. He's trying to get to second base, and he will be in there with a double. Ball gets away, but no worries about any advancement of Murphy for the White Sox. 16th double of the year for Daniel Murphy. We've told you the Rockies are just a doubles hitting lineup. Fair share of home runs too, but they can hit them to the gaps and hit them to the wall with the best of them. David Dahl leading the National League in doubles with 23 now. Here's Ryan McMahon. He collected his 11th double of the season yesterday. 13 home runs on the year, tied for 5th in the NL. First pitch is going to miss low and away. McMahon hitting .247, 30 runs batted in, and .888 OPS. Collected a couple hits yesterday. Was good to get his batting average a little bit of a boost. Still very good slugging percentage on the year for Ryan McMahon. There's a strike, 1 ball, and 1 strike now. McMahon has 2 home runs over his last 10 games. Was a bit of a struggle, especially in Miami, for Ryan McMahon. So pitch low and away, 2-1. Also did not hit a whole lot in that Red series. Did have a couple home runs, but those were about the only hits he got. 2-1 delivery is taken for a strike at the knees. Lopez shakes off a sign, gets the one he likes, comes set. His 2-2 delivery is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, first base side, Encarnacion camping under it. And he will make the catch. 2 away. Garrett Hampson will get his first start of the series. Had a pretty good series against Miami. Got a pinch hit appearance and got a home run. Also tripled in his start. He's getting the start in Game 2 today. Came in as a defensive replacement in left field yesterday. After Arenado pinch hit for Ian Desmond, they elected to go with Hampson to take over in left instead of Arenado. 172 on the year for Hampson. Not getting a whole lot of playing time. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Good curveball that time from Reynaldo Lopez. And now it's a 1-1 count on Hampson. It's going to miss inside. Hitters count now on Garrett. 2-1. It's going to miss inside. 3 balls and a strike. Hampson does have a good eye at the plate. Sam Hilliard waiting on deck. He has not gotten a hit in a while. Batting average has dropped to .069 for Sam Hilliard. Certainly looking to get something going here on the south side of Chicago. Hoping he'll get a chance to bat with a couple men on base if Hampson can reach here. That's in there for a called strike. Full count now. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Lopez. .3-2 delivery It's going to miss low and away, ball 4. He walked him. A couple base runners on now with 2 outs for the Rockies. Sam Hilliard will be the batter.
The right fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Playing right field today. He's gotten a lot of action in left. Batting .069 on the year. Still looking for his first run batted in. This would be a very good time for it. Not a ton of plate appearances for Sam Hilliard, but still looking for more. He's been striking out a lot. Last time he started, he went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Lots of swings and misses early on this season for Sam Hilliard, and it's not that we didn't see that at the end of 2019 when he was called up, but he was also getting a fair share of hits and hitting for a lot of power as well. There's a strike, quickly 0-2 on Sam Hilliard, and I'm sure for him right now, it's feeling like every time he goes up to the plate, he's down 0-2. Lopez comes set, looks towards second base, and fires in. Swing and a miss, he had him on strikes, that'll retire the side. 1-0 White Sox, we go to the bottom of the second. John Gray out for another inning of work. He'll face Abreu, Mazzara, and Grandal. Jose Abreu over his last 8 games on quite a stretch. 12 for his last 28 at the plate. That's a .429 batting average. DHing today with Encarnacion getting the lion's share of the duties at first base, with Abreu largely DHing. .298 overall, 10 home runs for what looks like the lifelong White Sox after signing an extension with them this offseason. Started his career here after defecting from Cuba. There's a line drive, and that's going to get into center field, a base hit. Leadoff single for Jose Abreu here in the bottom of the second inning. Nomar Mazzara will bat. He hit a 3-run home run to get the scoring started in yesterday's ball game. Rockies were able to climb back, finally won that game 6-5 in 10 innings. Nomar Mazzara, .255 on the year. That 4th home run of the year came yesterday. 17 RBI on the year. Southpaw, White Sox mascot, gets the crowd on its feet, gets them all excited. As the White Sox hope to come through, Nomar Mazzara hopes to come through, and the opportunity for the White Sox. Pitch is going to miss outside, 1-0. And a 3-run home run in yesterday's ball game for Mazzara off of Chichi Gonzalez, who was really looking good through the first several innings of that ball game. Then that 3-run shot by Mazzara. 1-1 delivery is swung on and fouled back. That's swung on and ripped foul. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strike. Second strikeout of the day for John Gray is out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. And Yasmani Grandal also homered yesterday. He will be the batter. When he homered, it made it 5-3 White Sox. Rockies were able to come back, though. .260 overall, 11 home runs, 28 runs batted in, .852 OPS. Takes first pitch, curveball inside. Batting 8th today, White Sox have a pretty stacked lineup. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, pitch in the dirt, and not able to corral it as Walters. Runner was in motion, and Abreu is going to steal second base. That's already his 3rd stolen base of the year. He is not as slow as you might think for a DH type. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. But that was likely a hit-and-run situation as Grandal was not able to make contact. Luckily, the pitch was so far out of the zone that Abreu was able to advance. Now he is in scoring position with 1 out. Gray looks towards him, gets ready to fire in his 1-2 pitch. Low, count evens at 2. 95-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball that time from Gray. And check swing at a pitch in the dirt. Abreu trying to move up to third. The throw down is not in time. We'll see how that one scored. It'll be a wild pitch. Now the second run of the game for the White Sox is just 90 feet away with 1 out. Abreu getting it done with his legs here in this bottom of the second inning. It'll be a 3-2 pitch to Grandal, and it's swung on and grounded towards center field, a base hit. It's an RBI single for Yasmani Grandal. Jose Abreu will score. It's 2-0 White Sox. Danny Mendick, number 9 batter, will be the batter, and he is still hitting well above the 300 mark. 320, that's third place in the AL. First pitch from Gray is low and away. 3 homers, 17 driven in, and 818 OPS, and if you can hide a guy like this in your number 9 spot, I'd say you have a pretty good-looking lineup. And the White Sox have been hitting quite a bit to start this season. 1-0 pitch is taken, called a strike. Gray might have gotten away with one there. 6 for his last 18 at the plate is Danny Mendick. That's a .333 average. He swings and pops one in the air towards shallow center field. Hampson's on the run for it. He will get there and make the catch. And that's out number 2. Hampson playing center today.
The center fielder, number 28,
Larry Garcia will bat as the lineup turns over for the White Sox. Hit by a pitch in the first inning. That's what happened to lead off the ball game for Larry Garcia. First pitch this time from Gray is taken just a bit high. Garcia, 9 for his last 29 at the plate, .310 average in that span. 1-0 pitch is swung on and grounded towards second base. McMahon flips the short way, and that'll retire the side. White Sox get another run. RBI single for Yasmani Grandal, scores Jose Abreu. It'll be the 9-1 two-hitters do it for the Rockies in the third. Tony Wolters leads things off in the third, getting his first plate appearance of the series. Elias Diaz started yesterday. 155 on the year, no homers, 10 runs batted in for the primary catcher for the Rockies. Though Diaz has been doing much more with the bat. He's not been too bad on defense either. Diaz threw out a couple runners yesterday. 0-1 delivery to Wolters is swung on and lined into center field. A base hit leadoff single for Tony Wolters here in the top of the third. Good to see, and that'll turn the lineup over for David Dahl as the Rockies try to answer back.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Dahl.
Dahl 0 for 1 grounded out his first time up. 267, 324, 446. That's his triple slash line. First pitch swing and a miss. Curveball by him. Lopez has a good curveball, mid to upper 70s with the velocity. Pretty good movement there. Comes set, looks over his shoulder, delivers an 0-1 to Dahl. And that's taken low. 52 hits on the year for Dahl. That ranks third place on the Rockies. Nolan Arenado and Charlie Blackmon up towards the top of those leaderboards. 1-1 pitch is swung on and pulled in the air towards fairly deep right field. Mazara's going back. He's at the track. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. 2-run home run for David Dahl, his 5th of the year, and this game is tied at 2. Better call Dahl, 378 feet off the bat, 96.9 mile per hour exit velocity for the Rockies left fielder today. And Rockies answering right back. Still nobody out as Trevor Story comes to the plate. 0 for 1, lined out his first time up. His slash, 259, 317, 545. So those first two categories, not what we have come to expect from Trevor Story. Still is hitting for a good amount of power, though, and has come up with some clutch home runs as well. 2 of them, in fact, on this road trip. 12th home run of the year yesterday in the top of the 10th inning to give the Rockies their final run necessary to achieve the victory. First pitch to Story here is swung on and pulled foul. 4 home runs in the last 5 games and 6 RBI as well for Trevor Story. He's on a pretty good stretch with the long ball right now. 0-1 pitch is swung on and grounded. That's fair, and that's going to get into left field. Story will hold up at first. In a very odd-looking play. Charlie Blackmon will be the batter. As Don Cooper, White Sox pitching coach, will be out to the mound to try to settle down his starter, Reynaldo Lopez. Blackmon 0 for 1. Couple hits yesterday. First pitch from Lopez is swung on and grounded towards second base. Mendick goes the short way one back to first, and that is a double play. Quickly 2 outs now. And Nolan Arenado will be the batter. So whatever Don Cooper told Reynaldo Lopez, it must have worked. If he told him to get a double play, he certainly followed through. Arenado struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. His slash on the year, 303, 380, 584. Very good start to the year. About what we're normally used to seeing for Nolan Arenado. First pitch is going to miss low and away, ball 1. Arenado, the Gold Glove Award back in 2019 and 2018 and 2017, and a few years before that as well. Won a Gold Glove every single year he has played in the majors. Pitch high 2-0. It was 3-0 on Arenado in his first plate appearance. Then Lopez came back to strike him out. The 2-0 here is swung on and grounded foul. To his motion windup and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lined right into the glove of the second baseman Mendick, and that will retire the side. But David Dahl ties this game up with a 2-run shot. Tony Wolters scoring ahead of him. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 2-2 Rockies and White Sox. Bottom of the third inning, 2-2 Rockies and White Sox. John Gray out for another inning of work. First batter he will face here in the third is Yoan Moncada. Struck out his first time up back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch from Gray here in the bottom of the third is taken just a bit off the plate. Yoan Moncada also signed out of Cuba, like Jose Abreu we told you about there in the bottom of the second. The 1-0. It's going to miss outside. Big sweeping curveball from Gray that time. Misses. It's good to see Tony Wolters leading off with a base hit there in the top of the third. There's a strike with a curveball. Two-one delivery from Gray is taken for a strike.
I got to count 2-2.
And swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. 97-mile-an-hour fastball for John Gray. His third strikeout is the first out of this third inning. Yoan Moncada goes down by way of the K. Tim Anderson will be the batter. 1-4-1. Takes first pitch high. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Gray. Anderson, shortstop for the White Sox, plays with a lot of flair. 1-0 pitch is swung on and lined foul. Anderson is tied in the American League in terms of assists, up over 225 on the year. It's a lot of balls hit his way at shortstop. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Gray hoping to keep this ball game where it is and leave the White Sox to only score 2, hopefully for the rest of this one. Rockies' offense has looked a little bit better past few games after really struggling on that 0-8 homestand in the first 2 games in Miami. Pitches low and the count goes full. Eloy Jimenez waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Gray. Second out of the third, fourth strikeout of the day for the Gray Wolf.
Now batting, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
And Eloy Jimenez will be the batter. First 2 batters strike out against John Gray here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Jimenez is swung on and missed. Another good-looking fastball from Gray. RBI ground out for Jimenez his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Does still have that RBI, though. Jose Abreu scored on that ground out. Gray into his motion 0-1. is going to miss well outside. Curveball got away from him. One from Gray is swung on and popped up. Catcher Walters in foul territory. Camps under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Good inning for Gray. We're through 3. Remaining tied at 2. Rockies will have Murphy, McMahon, and Hampson trying to get some more scoring going. Live look at the Rockies dugout where we see manager Bud Black and pitching coach Steve Foster talking things over. John Gray, very good third inning. Daniel Murphy leads off the 4th. Doubled his first time up back in the 2nd. That was his first hit of this brief 2-game set here on the south side of Chicago. First pitch from Lopez is going to miss low. Shift is on for Murphy. The second baseman, Danny Mendick, playing on the shallow right field grass. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 96-mile-an-hour fastball for Lopez. Both starters today throw in the mid-90s very consistently with their fastballs. 1-1 pitch. He's going to miss low. Hitters count now on Daniel Murphy. Swung on and flared toward shallow left field, and that ball is going to drop for a base hit. And we'll take a look at team leaders and hits for the Rockies. It's a real bunch up there. 54 for Arenado, 53 for Blackman and Dahl, 51 for Murphy now, and 50 for Trevor Story. So there's going to be a bit of a battle, it appears, between those top 5. Ryan McMahon towards the top of those leaderboards as well. This will be the 50th pitch of the day for Reynaldo Lopez, and it's taken for a strike. McMahon 0 for 1 on the day, popped out in the 2nd inning. 246, 321, 561 is his slash line on the 2020 season thus far. 0-1 is also a strike called at the knees. And swung on and fouled back. That one's high, ball 1. Ben Kuchner-Kavich of Purple Row along with you. Want to let you know this game is not affiliated with Major League Baseball, MLB The Show 20, or the Colorado Rockies. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 4th. Murphy is on first with nobody out. Pitch to McMahon is taken low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And swung on and pulled foul. We'll do it again. Partly cloudy day here on the south side of Chicago at Guaranteed Rate Field. Got it right that time. Full count now on Ryan McMahon as Garrett Hampson waiting on deck, hoping to get another opportunity. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Fastball by McMahon. 3rd strikeout of the day for Lopez.
Now batting.
Road to the show report for the White Sox right now. You can see fairly decent numbers for their minor league clubs. Shows they have plenty of talent left to come up. Blake Rutherford playing very well for the Charlotte Knights. Julio Valentin very well for the Barons. Garrett Hampson drew a walk in his first plate appearance. That was in the 2nd inning. First pitch here is inside and hit him. So a couple times on base now for Garrett Hampson. A couple base runners on for the Rockies, and Sam Hilliard will get another opportunity. Struck out his first time up. We've been saying that a lot, unfortunately, for Sam Hilliard. Lots of swings and misses for him. 067, 125, and 067 is his triple slash, so also no extra base hits this year of the couple hits he has gotten. First pitch is taken inside, ball 1. 143 on the year with runners in scoring position, a very small sample for Sam Hilliard. Though it is good to note that that is above his regular batting average. 1-0 delivery is taken for a strike on the outside corner. Good curveball that time from Lopez. Number 8 batter today playing right field is Sam Hilliard. 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike two. Another good-looking curveball from Lopez. And a 1-2 count. Hilliard finds himself down again. The pitch swung on and fouled out of play. The 1-2 is going to miss low. Count evens at 2. Still good eye at the plate for Hilliard, no matter what the strikeout numbers look like. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Hilliard strikes out for the second time today. Fourth strikeout for Lopez as we look at the pitch speed comparisons today. Again, Gray and Lopez both consistently in the mid-90s. Gray is topped out at 98 and Lopez at 97 today. Tony Wolters will be the batter with 2 outs now. A couple runners on. Murphy and Hampson. Wolters singled and scored on the Dahl home run his first time up. And first pitch from Lopez here is taken. Man, that is a tough strike call on a pitch that was well below the knees. Tony Wolters' third-round pick, initially by the Cleveland Indians, made camp out of spring training with the Rockies after he was claimed in 2016. That one's called a ball. Maybe a make-good call there from the home plate umpire. 1-1 the count on Wolters. And that's just a bit outside. Hitter's count now on Tony Wolters. David Dahl would be next if he can keep the line moving. Dahl homering his last time up. 2-run shot tied the game at 2. This pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Lopez. And now it's an even count at 2 on Wolters. Next pitch will be the 69th of the day for Reynaldo Lopez. Here it is. Swung on and chopped foul. Swung on and grounded towards short. Anderson throws to first. That'll retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 ball game, Rockies and White Sox. It'll be Encarnacion, Abreu, and Mazzara due up for Chicago. Two-two ball game, Rockies and White Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. Edwin Encarnacion flied out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 slash on the year. 279, 390, 651. And that's all they could have hoped for and more. White Sox signing him to that 1-year contract. First pitch from Gray is swung on and skied towards the gap in right center field. Running it down, though, is Hilliard, and that's out number 1. Very nice third inning of work for John Gray. Collected a couple swinging strikeouts and then a 3-pitch pop-out. Jose Abreu singled and scored on an infield single, an RBI ground out by Eloy Jimenez his first time up. First pitch from Gray here is taken up and in. Abreu made an interesting trek around the bases, stole a base, and then advanced to third on a wild pitch, though it looked like that stolen base may have been a hit and run that Yasmani Grandal was not able to make contact on. 1-0 pitch coming from Gray is swung on and chopped over the mound. Off-balance throw for McMahon, and got him. Had time with Abreu running. That's out number 2. Next pitch will be number 50 of the day for John Gray. And Nomar Mazzara, the batter, 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up back in the second inning. 1 for 5 in the series with that 3-run home run off Chichi Gonzalez yesterday. Gray and his 50th pitch. It's taken low. Curveball that time from Gray. That one's way high. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Might have been a tad overthrown by Gray that time. Ties the highest velocity we've seen from him so far today. Kicks and fires his 2-0, and that one's going to miss outside. 3 balls, no strikes. He has Manny Grandal waiting on deck should Mazzara keep things rolling. Ray shakes once, shakes twice, gets the sound he likes into his motion, wind up in the 3-0. Is a strike at the knees. Took off that velocity of the previous fastball. 97 miles per hour that time. Now it's a 3-1 count coming to Nomar Mazara, former Texas Ranger. 3-1 pitch is going to miss outside. 2-out walk to Mazara, and that'll get an opportunity to Yasmani Grandal.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, Yasmani.
Grandal RBI single his first time up. 3 for 5 in the series, homered in the 8th inning of yesterday's ball game. First pitch is taken for a strike. Grandal 4 for 19 in his career against John Gray. 6 of his outs have been strikeouts, so not the gaudiest of numbers. 0-1 pitch is swung on and grounded towards second base. And McMahon throws out Grandal, and that'll retire the side. We're through 4 innings, tied at 2. Rockies looking for more offense. They do have the top of the order due up. It's Dahl, Story, and Blackman in the 5th. David Dahl, 1 for 2, 2-run home run back in the 3rd inning. Leads off here in the 5th against Reynaldo Lopez. First pitch is taken low and away. Dahl 1 for 5 with a double in yesterday's ball game, so a couple extra base hits here in the series. One swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5th inning, so we'll check some scores around baseball. In the 8th inning, Cleveland leads Cincinnati 5-1. Battle of the Ohio teams. Nick Senzelis hit his 3rd home run of the season. 10th homer for Carlos Santana for Cleveland. 4th inning, interleague action. Giants lead the Tigers 4-0. As Dahl swings and skies one towards left field. This one looks like it might be fair. It's going to drop fair into the corner and bounce into the stands for a ground rule double. 24th double of the year for David Dahl, a doubles machine, leading the National League. And a good way to lead off this 5th inning for the Rockies. A double. And Trevor Story bats with nobody out, the runner aboard. 1 for 2. Base hit in the 3rd inning for Trevor Story. First pitch here misses way inside, ball 1. Just a curveball. Later games today, Cubs and Pirates will play this evening in Pittsburgh. D-backs are in New York to take on the Mets. Robbie Ray versus Steven Matz. Trevor Story ranks 3rd on the Rockies with his 29 runs batted in on the year. Twins lead the Orioles 7-3. Anthony Santander is homered for Baltimore. Josh Donaldson for Minnesota. Just swinging a ground ball hit towards 3rd. Dahl will have to stay put where he is. And Moncada will throw out Story for the first out. Rays and Red Sox, that's always a fun rivalry, an underrated rivalry if you ask me. Blake Snell is going to pitch. Charlie Blackmon will bat. Dane Dunning, righty, warming up in the White Sox bullpen. Blackmon has hit the ball on the ground twice for outs today. As Lopez now at 77 pitches. First pitch to Blackmon is taken down and in, ball 1. There is Dunning up in the White Sox bullpen. And starting to rack up the pitches is Reynaldo Lopez. The 1-0 is in there for a called strike. Swung on and skied towards left. That's going to hook foul and out of play. Up and in. Blackmon grounded into a double play his last time up. After Story reached immediately after the David Dahl home run. Took the momentum away for a bit, but now Blackmon can certainly add some momentum for the Rockies with a hit here. 2-2 from Lopez is swung on and skied towards shallow center field. Coming in on this one is Garcia. He will make the catch. Dahl will have to hold, and there are 2 away. Rockies don't want to waste that leadoff double from David Dahl. Nolan Arenado will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout and a lineout for Arenado. And a pinch hit appearance and drew a walk in yesterday's ball game. Got most of the day off. Josh Fuentes, his cousin, played third base. Lopez comes set. Looks over at second base where Dahl still is. And delivers his first pitch to Arenado. Inside ball one. Arenado batting .340 on the year with runners in scoring position. We've come quite accustomed to seeing those type of numbers from Nolan Arenado. .1-0 from Lopez is swung on and lined foul. And swung on and chopped foul. 1-2 the count now. 53 of 85 pitches for strikes from Lopez today. He and Gray largely matching each other through the first 4.5 of this one. So swinging a slash foul by Arenado. And he stays alive. That's down and in. Count evens at 2. And low, full count now. Daniel Murphy would be next if Arenado can keep the line moving. Lopez comes set. Looks towards second base. His 3-2 offering is swung on and slashed foul. Arenado certainly making Lopez work here in this plate appearance. Next pitch will be number 90 on the day for Lopez. And swung on and ripped to left field. Way back and gone. 2-run home run for Nolan Arenado, and the Rockies take a 4-2 lead. Lucky number 13 on the year for Nolan Arenado. He crushed that one. 447 feet, the estimated distance, 107.3 mile per hour exit velocity for the Rockies' third baseman. David Dahl scoring ahead of him. Little doubt about that one. Hit that one up over the seats. Absolute line drive shot for Nolan Arenado. Now here's Daniel Murphy. He's had a good day. 2 for 2 double and a single. Kelvin Herrera, the righty, and Jace Fry, the lefty, are up in the bullpen for the Chi Sox. Lopez will try to get this final out, though I think this may be his final batter. Pitch misses outside, ball one. That swung on and grounded up the middle. That's going to be played by Anderson. Throw is in time to get him. Nolan Arenado, though, with a 2-run blast. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-2 Rockies. Rockies here in the bottom of the fifth. John Gray out for another inning of work. Danny Mendick 0 for 1. He flied out his first time up. That was in the second. Gray has rattled off a couple very good innings. He'll try for more here in the fifth. He is in need of a good start today. First pitch to Mendick is swung on and missed. 57 hits on the year for Mendick, tied for 9th place in the AL. We mentioned his batting average is 3rd place among the junior circuit. 0-1 pitch is going to miss outside with a breaking ball, curveball. 2 2-run shots, the difference for the Rockies in this game. David Dahl and Nolan Arenado both hitting those. One is swung on and ripped towards the gap in left center field. Going back on this one is Dahl. It's going to be off the wall. Mendick will cruise into second base with the leadoff double here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As the White Sox try to answer right back. That's the 11th double this season for Danny Mendick. Lineup will turn over now for Leury Garcia. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run his first time up. 317, 343 on base percentage. Slugging up over 500, so he's certainly not just a light-hitting leadoff center fielder speedy guy. He can hit for some power as well. It's southpaw, encouraging Garcia to get the White Sox closer to the lead. Pitch misses outside. 372 on the year with runners in scoring position for Garcia. Gray's 1-0 delivery is swung on and fouled back. Swung on and grounded up the middle. McMahon on the backhand throws to first and gets the out there. Mendick will advance to third base with one away. Yohan Moncada will be the batter. Angels and Royals, another game going on later this evening. Mike Montgomery for KC, Griffin Canning for the Angels. Moncada, Gray has made good work of him today. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch is in there for a called strike. 65 strikeouts for Moncada, so he certainly Ks quite a bit. That's third place in the American League. 0-1 is swung on and lined towards left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. A run will score. RBI single for Yohan Moncada, and the Rockies lead by just a run now. It's a 4-3 ball game as Mendick comes home to score. Tim Anderson will be the batter now. Gray has not been hit hard necessarily today. That double to lead off this inning was hit well. But that first inning was just a little flare, then an RBI ground out, scored a run in the second, then just a little flare here, scores the third run of the game for the White Sox. Tim Anderson 1 for 2, doubled back in the first inning, 4 for 7 in the series after a few hits yesterday. Gray comes set as 1-0, is swung on and fouled the other way. Double play would be a pretty big thing here. Anderson won the American League batting title last year. I feel like that kind of goes under the radar. DJ LeMahieu was trying to get that pitch in the dirt. That's going to get away from Wolters, but not long enough for anyone to advance. And it's a hitter's count on Tim Anderson. Swung on and lifted in the air towards left center field. Coming in on this one is Dahl. He'll make the catch for out number 2. It's going to leave it up to Eloy Jimenez. 0 for 2 pop-out, ground-out. That was an RBI ground-out. 253, 328, 400. Jimenez's triple slash line on the year. Pitch misses low for ball 1. 10 for his last 32 at the plate is Eloy Jimenez, up over 300 over those last 8 games. That was pitch number 69 from Gray. Number 70 is going to miss outside. Runner goes, throw down by Wolters. Don't dash on the stash. And that will retire the side. We're through 5 innings, 4-3 Rockies. Another thrown out base runner for Tony Wolters. Jace Fry, new pitcher for the White Sox, so the end of the day has come for Reynaldo Lopez. He's in line to lose this game at the moment. Ryan McMahon 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-out as Kelvin Herrera and Jimmy Cordero both up in the Sox bullpen. Saw Cordero pitch yesterday. 3 hits yesterday for Ryan McMahon, 2 of which were doubles. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out to start things off today. Lefty on lefty matchup, no problem for McMahon. He hits lefties better than righties. First pitch is going to be in there for a called strike. There are a couple of righties, Herrera and Cordero. Herrera more of a setup man for the White Sox. Saw Steve Cishek blow a save yesterday, his second blown save of the year. His ERA is very good, but a couple of blown saves already for the White Sox closer. There's a swing and a miss, quickly 0-2 on Ryan McMahon. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Fry. And the 0-2 is right in there for a called third strike. Not sure what McMahon was looking for. That's out number 1.
Now batting, number 1.
Garrett Hampson will bat. He's been on base twice today. No official at bat today, though. Walk and a hit by pitch. And he's hit once more. So 3 plate appearances, no official at bat. And 3 times on base for Garrett Hampson. 2 hit by pitches and a walk. They just do not want to pitch to him, I guess. They're scared of Hampson. But don't want to necessarily get him on base either, because you know about that speed, prolific speed from Garrett Hampson. Sam Hilliard has struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Might be a good opportunity to get runner in motion, Garrett Hampson here, or put a hit and run on to get Hilliard to make some contact. Throw to first, and Hampson was leaning, and he's out. Pick off, and Garrett Hampson is out number 2 here in the 6th. You saw him leaning. He took that step towards second base, and that was a good time to throw over for Fry. And nobody aboard now, and Sam Hilliard has a 0-0 count. First pitch from Fry is taken high, ball 1. (1-0). Swung on and missed, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's going to miss low. Hitters count now on Sam Hilliard. Haven't seen many of those this year. Maybe he can make something of this. That's swung on and ripped towards the gap in right center field. That ball is going to be gone. Home run for Sam Hilliard. First home run of the year, first extra base hit. How about that? Sam goes Hilliard, 389 feet off the bat, 106.8 mile per hour exit velocity. And off a lefty as well. Quite a charge into that one. That seemed like it was taking out a bunch of frustration in one swing for Sam Hilliard. It's now 5-3 Rockies, and Tony Wolters will bat 1 for 2, singled and scored earlier in this one. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. 3 home runs today for the Rockies, 2-run shots for David Dahl and Nolan Arenado. That solo blast from Sam Hilliard. Maybe that can get something going for Hilliard this year. Pitch misses in the dirt once more to Wolters. And Rockies can have a 500 road trip with a win today, and pitch low, 3-0, and depends on how you consider. If you considered a home-and-home series, like one series with the White Sox playing in Coors Field a few weeks ago, and now 2 games here, could be a split of the series. Or if this is just an individual series, we can call it a sweep for the Rockies. Pitch misses inside, ball 4. Wolters walks, and a 2-out base runner against Fry, who has not looked great this inning. Got that pickoff of Garrett Hampson to help things out quite a bit. Here's what Dahl did earlier in this one, that 2-run shot that at the time tied this game up at 2. Rockies have since hit a couple more home runs and now lead it 5-3. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup. 2 for 3 on the day is Dahl. He swings and misses at the first offering. Good curveball. 23 doubles now. Oh, it's up to 24. Graphic needs to be updated. 24th double of the year for David Dahl. That is still atop the National League leaderboards in 2 base hits. The 0-1 is going to miss low. That's in there for a called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swung on and pulled in the air towards fairly deep right field. It looks, however, as though Mazzara has her beat on this one. He'll make the over-the-shoulder catch, and that'll retire the side. Sam Hilliard, his first homer, first extra base hit of the year. Took him until May the 20th, but no matter. It's 5-3 Rockies going to the bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Rockies, bottom of the 6th inning. John Gray out for a 6th inning of work. Could use a quick inning. He's in line to win this ball game. Certainly could have used a good start today, and so far Rockies' offense has scored enough runs for him. Eloy Jimenez takes first pitch curveball for a strike. To his motion windup 0-1. That swung on and lined towards the gap in right center field. That ball is going to get down, and it's going to go to the wall. Picking it up out there is Hampson, and cruising into second base is Jimenez with a Second straight inning for the White Sox, leading things off with a double. 7th double of the year for Jimenez. It was Mendick who led off the previous inning with a 2-base hit. Would like to see Gray get through 6. Edwin Encarnacion will be the batter. Joe Harvey and Tim Collins both up in the bullpen in case they need to come in here in the 6th. First pitch, swing and a miss by Encarnacion. He's put the ball in the air twice for outs today, so 0 for 2. Rockies looking to cool down a bat that was very hot coming into this series. 0-1 pitch to Encarnacion is going to miss outside, ball 1. Next pitch will be the 75th of the day for John Gray. You see Harvey, the righty, and Collins, the lefty, warming up in the bullpen for the Rocks. That's in there for a called strike. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes, and Wolters will have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout on the pitch in the dirt. He does. That's out number 1. 5th strikeout of the day for John Gray. Hey, how about a couple more? Would be quite a way to cap off his day. Jose Abreu, the batter. 1 for 2, singled and scored earlier in this one. Gray comes set. His first pitch to Abreu is taken for a strike on the inside corner. 12 for his last 27 at the plate. That's 7 games with a .444 batting average for the White Sox DH. That's a strike in the knees. Quickly 0-2 on Jose Abreu. And check swing and a pitch low and away. He held up. 1-2 the count. 90-mile-an-hour slider from Gray that time. Haven't seen many sliders from him today. Really changing things up there. Trying to give a different look. Lots of fastballs and curveballs, the combinations for Gray today. 1-2 pitch is taken in the dirt. And not able to get a chase on that one is Gray. And that slider. Another slider from him. 2-2. Swung on and lined foul the other way. Gray comes set. His 2-2 pitch is swung on and popped in the air towards center. Going back on this one is Hampson. He's going to leap and he can't get it. It's gone. 2-run home run for Jose Abreu. His 11th homer of the season. .413 feet off the bat, 102.6 mile per hour exit velocity, and this game is tied at 5. And that'll be the end of the day for John Gray, not able to make it through 6th and no longer in line for the win. Tim Collins, 11th game of the year, 8 strikeouts, 5 walks in 8 2/3 innings pitched. Odd reverse splits, lefties hitting against him a third of the time, and a fraction of that are righties, only hitting 133. Nomar Mazara, the batter, drew a walk in the 4th inning. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Mazara. Collins has looked pretty good in his last few games. Comes an 0-2. Swung on and fouled back once more. Collins gets a lot of life on that fastball for a guy who's 5'7". It's going to miss for ball 1. Still can throw well into the mid-90s, can touch upper 90s, can Tim Collins. 1-2 pitch to Mazara is swung on and flared towards shallow left field. Coming in for this one hard is Dahl. He'll get there to make the catch, and that's out number 2. Yasmani Grandal will be the batter. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 for 2, RBI single in this one. 360 on base percentage, 493 slugging for the White Sox catcher. First pitch to the switch hitter is taken, called a ball. 6-game hitting streak right now for Yasmani Grandal. Some action up in the Rockies bullpen along with Joe Harvey. James Pazos now warming up. There's a ground ball foul off the bat of Grandal. 5-5 tie after the 2-run home run by Jose Abreu, chasing John Gray from this game here in the 6th. It's just a little bit low. Hitters count now on Grandal. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 2. And swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. And that will retire the side. We're through 6. Jose Abreu ties the game up at 5 with a 2-run shot to straightaway center field. Rockies will try to answer back in the 7th. Kelvin Herrera, new pitcher for the White Sox here in the 7th. 20th game of the year for him. 18 innings, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks. ERA is at 4. Hasn't given up a ton of hits. 208 against righties, 238 against lefties. Trevor Story will be the first batter he faces. 1 for 3, got a base hit in the 3rd inning. Game is tied at 5 after the 2-run home run by Jose Abreu there in the bottom of the 6th off John Gray. 2, 3, 4 hitters. Story, Blackman, Arenado. Not much, can't think of a much better combination of hitters to put up to the plate if you're the Rockies right now. Trying to answer right back and get back on top in this one. Kelvin Herrera, his first pitch is taken in the dirt. Slider from Herrera will kick things off. Swung on and chopped foul. Almost sounded like a broken bat from Story, but he is behaving as though everything is all right with his lumber. Wood is good. 1-1 pitch is swung on and flared towards right field. This is a long run for Mazzara. He will not be able to get there. Story's on his way to second base. He's going to be in there, and the throw is going to skip all the way down the left field line. Story trying to move up to third base, and the throw is going to get him. Story getting a little greedy. And if he had tried to go to third all the way and had not dove in there at second, he probably would have made it. But by the time he had dove into second, got up and saw the ball was rolling away, he tried to go to third and was not able to make it. Charlie Blackman, the batter, 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch is swung on and lined towards right field. Diving and not able to make the catch is Mazzara. Just think what could have happened there if Story was not thrown out. That's a base hit for Blackman. A couple hits for the Rockies, and 1 out, and 1 runner aboard. No runs across for the Rockies here in the 7th. So good swings off of Herrera so far. That's good. Nolan Arenado, 1 for 3. 2-run bomb his last time up. First pitch is swung on and popped foul, and that one's going to be caught up against the railing by Mazzara, and there are quickly 2 outs now. Daniel Murphy, 2 for 3 on the day. Double, single combination. It's a good throw by Jimenez to get Story as well. Want to give credit where credit is due. First pitch to Murphy is taken outside, ball 1. Herrera throws a cut fastball in the low 90s. Slider in the low 80s. 1-0 pitch to Murphy is swung on and fouled off. Can get up into the mid-90s with his 2-seam fastball, as you saw there. Former Royal reliever, now pitching for a division rival. 1-1 pitch. High and away. Hitters count now on Daniel Murphy. It was part of a 3-headed monster at the back end of the Royals bullpen around the time they won the World Series in 2015. Swinging a ground ball foul of Greg Holland, Kelvin Herrera, and Wade Davis. Wade Davis, of course, now pitching for the Rockies. Greg Holland did pitch for the Rockies. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Throw down to first will complete the strikeout, and that will retire the side. 7th inning stretch time. Corey Shembry will serenade us. And it's tied at 5. Mendick, Garcia, Moncada due up for the Sox.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher for the Rockies, Joe Harvey, making his 4th appearance of the year. 3 strikeouts, no walks. 3 1/3 innings pitch. Giving up quite a few hits to righties and lefties. 400 righties have hit him. 333 lefties have hit him. But I believe he got a couple strikeouts in a scoreless inning yesterday. So maybe things are starting to turn around after a small sample of struggles for him. Pitched very well at AAA. Had an ERA under 3. 1 for 2 in the day is Danny Mendick. First pitch from Harvey is taken way high, ball 1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Maybe just trying to overthrow it a little bit. There is Harvey. 1-0 pitch. Just going to miss inside. 2-0. Down to 94 with that fastball. Swung on and ripped foul. 2-1 the count. Rockies got the leadoff man, well, kind of got him aboard. He doubled, Trevor Story did, then was out trying to advance to third base. And Charlie Blackmon got a hit. Nolan Arenado popped out to right field. Daniel Murphy made an out. Strikeout. Line drive towards left field coming over his dog. He's going to have to play that one on a hop. Leadoff single for Danny Mendick here in the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 28,
Larry Garcia will bat now. Wade Davis and James Pazos, righty and lefty, double barrel action in the Rockies bullpen. Garcia hit by a pitch and scored a run his first time up, showing bunt. Bunt is down, back to the mound. Harvey's going to fire to second, and they did not get him, and no throw back to first. That is one of those situations where you just need to take that sure out at first base. Fortunately, like with Kinley in the 10th inning yesterday, he did not throw it into center field, but the throw was not in time to get the out at second base, so 2 runners aboard with nobody out now for the White Sox. Yoan Moncada, 1 for 3 RBI single. Jake McGee now warming up in the Rockies bullpen alongside Pazos. Davis has sat down. Moncada strikes out quite a bit, also gets a lot of hits, hitting over 300 on the year. Harvey looks towards second base. His pitch is swung on and a line towards right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit over to cut it off as Hilliard. A run will score. Mendick, and the White Sox take a 6-5 lead. RBI single for Yoan Moncada. Moving up to second base is Larry Garcia. Tim Anderson will be the batter. Still 2 runners aboard with nobody out for the Sox. Davis back up now, and McGee sitting back down. 1 for 3 with a double back in the first inning for Anderson today. First pitch is a check swing at a pitch outside, and he did not go. Ball 1. There's a strike, 1-1 the count. That's a check swing, and Anderson went too far. 1-2 is the count now. Harvey could use one of his patented strikeouts right now. Looks towards second. His 1-2 is swung on and popped up, going out the second baseman, McMahon. And he will get there to make the catch for out number 1. It's a big first out. Rockies will have to try to score some late inning runs as they did yesterday. 6-5 White Sox. Eloy Jimenez, the batter, 1 for 3, RBI double and a run scored in this one. Harvey comes set. Looks in, gets the sign he wants. Looks over at second, delivers, and that pitch is low, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. 95-mile-an-hour fastball by Jimenez. Travel day tomorrow. Rockies back to Coors Field to face the Phillies Friday. 1-1 pitch. He's going to miss low hitters count now on Eloy Jimenez. The 2-1. Swung on and fouled right back to the screen. Double play would be huge here. Certainly would take a strikeout or a pop-out as well. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 97-mile-an-hour good fastball from Joe Harvey. Collects a strikeout for out number 2. Edwin Encarnacion will be the batter. He was quite hot coming into this series. Rockies have cooled him down. He's 0 for 3 today. Had a couple home runs in the previous 2 games he had played in. First pitch from Harvey here is taken outside, ball 1. 1030 OPS on the year for Encarnacion. Former Yankee, former Mariner, former Red, former Blue Jay, Edwin Encarnacion. Harvey comes set, looks towards second base. His 1-0 to Encarnacion is swung on and ripped towards deep right field. Way back and gone. 3-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. That's already his 20th big fly of the year. 3-run shot is going to make it a 9-5 lead for the White Sox. .382 feet, the estimated distance for that big fly off the bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Now 3 home runs in his last 4 games. And Jeff Hoffman's going to come in to take over. 21st game of the year, 5.71 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 14 walks. Lefty's hitting .310, righty's hitting .278, 41 innings on the year for Jeff Hoffman. 3-0 is his record. And he'll try to mop things up a little bit now. Here's Jose Abreu as we take a look at what he did back in the 6th inning. At the time, this 2-run shot off John Gray tied the game at 5. Also chased John Gray from the ball game. First pitch is in there for a called strike, a changeup rather, from Hoffman. 9-5 White Sox. 2 for 3 on the day is Jose Abreu. The 0-1. Swung on and skied towards center field. Hampson on the run for it. He'll get there. and put it away for out number 2. Actually, that's the final out. Felt like this inning would never end. It's 9-5 White Sox going to the 8th. Rockies have some work to do. Ryan McMahon's 0 for 3 today. Calvin Herrera out for a second inning of work here in the 8th. Man struck out in the 6th inning. That's what he did his last time up. 9-5 White Sox. Rockies have a couple innings to score at least 4 runs. Pitch high and away, ball 1. Only 15,149 in attendance here at Guaranteed Rate Field today. 1-0 pitch is going to miss outside 2-0. They're missing a heck of a ball game. Very lots of action in this one. Though not a pitcher's duel if you're a fan of those. 2-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Still a hitter's count on Ryan McMahon. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Good velocity from Herrera. That's up and in. 3 balls and a strike. Garrett Hampson is waiting on deck. Still waiting on an official at bat today. He's been hit by a pitch twice and also has walked. So 3 plate appearances for Garrett Hampson. The 3-1 is swung on and ripped towards the right field corner on the run, and making the catch is Mazzara for out number 1. Starter comparison today, it was not a pretty outing for either. John Gray went 5 innings, allowed 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Reynaldo Lopez, 5 innings, 4 runs on 7 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So very similar outings today for both starting pitcher. Garrett Hampson, the batter, again looking for that first at bat after 2 hit by pitches and a walk today. McMahon hit that previous pitch well. The Rockies seem to be squaring up balls against Herrera, but have not been able to bring anybody home. First pitch is called a strike, the slider. A few balls hit well in the top of the 7th. A 1 pitch is in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Hampson. Sam Hilliard, who hit a home run his last time up, is waiting on deck. First home run, first extra base hit of the year for Sam Hilliard. The time made it 5-3 Rockies. Pitch inside, ball 1 to Garrett Hampson. The 1-2. It's high and away. Count evens at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And swung on and lined toward center field. Coming in on this one is Garcia. He'll make the catch. And after his 4th plate appearance, Garrett Hampson is now 0 for 1 today. There are 2 outs, and Sam Hilliard will be the batter. 1 for 3 with that home run back in the 6th inning. Got the batting average up to .094. Maybe that's a sign of good things to come, and that Hilliard is finally seeing the ball well. First pitch, it's going to miss low, ball 1.
1-0.
It's going to miss outside 2-0. Changeup from Herrera that time. Into his motion windup, and the 2-0 pitch to Hilliard is swung on and fouled back to the screen. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and skied towards left center field. This one's hit fairly well. On the run for it is Jimenez, and he will get there to make the catch running onto the track. Hilliard gave it a ride, but that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mazzara, Grandal, Mendick. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the White Sox. We'll see who's going to pitch for the Rockies. James Pazos, new Rockies pitcher. 28th game of the season. 28 strikeouts, 11 walks in 30 innings. His ERA at 4.20. It's been coming down. Lefties are hitting .313 against him. Righties .243. He's been fairly solid, especially as of late. Nomar Mazzara 0 for 2 on the day. He leads things off in the bottom of the 8th. Pazos trying to keep the White Sox off the board, give the Rockies a chance to continue to try and come back. They're within slam distance right now in the 9th. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Mazzara is swung on and lined towards right field, a base hit. Cutting it off is Hillier. That'll be a leadoff single for Mazzara here in the bottom of the 8th. Yasmani Grandal, the catcher, will be the batter. He, as Wade Davis and Jake McGee start to warm up in the bullpen, he is 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single, Grandal. First pitch misses low. Rockies trying to win their 3rd game in a row. Will have to come back to do it, though. After that 10-game losing streak. Swinging a foul back to the screen by Grandal. Pazos comes set. Is 1-1. Is just a bit high. Hitters count now in Grandal. There is Davis on the left and McGee, the lefty, on the right, warming up in the bullpen. The 2-1. That's in there for a called strike. Good slider that time from Pazos. Working quickly. Comes set, looks towards first. Is 2-2. Is swung on and grounded foul. Scores are on baseball. 7-3. Twins beat the Orioles. That's now a final. 2-2 pitch from Pazos is strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1. Astros and Blue Jays play a little bit later on this evening. Zach Greinke is going to get the start. He's 5-3 on the year for Houston. Danny Mendick, good day at the plate. Double, single, 2 runs scored as part of his 2 for 3 day. First pitch here is a strike on the inside corner. 326, 384, 448. That is the triple slash line for Danny Mendick this season. He's been getting everyday action at second base for the White Sox, and he certainly made good on that. 0-1 pitch is swung on and popped up. Going out on this one into foul territory and making a nice over-the-shoulder catch is Daniel Murphy for out number 2. And Larry Garcia will be the batter. And we'll have a pitching change. Wade Davis will come in to try to get the final out. 20 innings, 18 strikeouts, 5 walks, 8.10 his ERA. Righties hitting 385, lefties hitting 343 against him. 27th appearance of the year for the former Rockies closer. They're still trying to work him back to potentially return to that type of role. 0 for 3 on the day with a hit by pitch and run scored in the first inning is Larry Garcia. First pitch from Davis is taken outside, ball 1. Tyler Kinley, though, has yet to blow a save, so I think he's certainly produced well and done what all the Rockies have hoped he would in the closer role since taking over after Scott Oberg was placed on the injured list. Pitch inside. That one's going to hit Garcia. His second hit by pitch of the day. And that one just got him on the forearm, it looked like. And Yohan Moncada, 2 for 4, a couple base hits, a couple runs batted in, a run scored on his day, hitting 305 on the year now. Carlos Estevez has started to warm in the bullpen for the Rockies. First pitch from Davis here is swung on and skied towards left field. Going back on this one is Dahl. He'll get there to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rockies are going to need 4 runs to tie this ball game in the 9th. They have the 9-1-2 hitters Wolters, Dahl, and Story due up. Then Blackman and Arenado should some of them reach. Let's go to the 9th. Jimmy Cordero, 27th appearance of the year, 25 2/3 innings, 5.26 ERA, 23 strikeouts, 16 walks. Righties have hit 326 against him. Rockies have their work to do here in the 9th inning. Tony Wolters leads things off. 1 for 2 single and a run scored in this one. First pitch is going to be called a strike, and if that call goes to Cordero for the rest of this ball game, then Rockies will not have much luck. 0-1 to Wolters is up and in. 1-1 pitch. One's taken high. Hitters count now on Tony Walters. And David Dahl is waiting on deck as the top of the order will come around for the Rockies. That's swung on and missed. Count evens at 2.
2-2.
Late inning home runs for the White Sox. Jose Abreu tying the game at 5 off John Gray. Walters lines one on a hop to the second baseman Mendick. Throw to first will get him for out number 1. Then a 3-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion a couple innings ago has put them on top. They lead at 9-5. David Dahl will be the batter. He's had a good day. 2 for 4. Home run and a double. 2-run shot. .329 on base percentage for him now. .798 OPS on the year for David Dahl. Rockies left fielder today. Typically center fielder. When Garrett Hampson can get in, they like to play him in center, though. Give Dahl a little bit of a breather. And have that speedy Hampson play center. First pitch strike to David Dahl. And check swing. Dahl went too far. He's quickly down 0-2. 97-mile-an-hour sinker from Jimmy Cordero. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Rockies are down to their final out. And this is the last game Rockies will play against the White Sox this year. So once again, I want to thank anyone from Southside Sox who has tuned in through any of the 4 games we broadcasted, Rockies and White Sox. And thank you to Brett, the managing editor at Southside Sox, for all of his publicization of our work here. Trevor Story, 2 for 4, double and a single on the day, 266 his average, slugging .552. White Sox taking the season series, it'll appear, unless the Rockies can mount a comeback. 3 games, yes, to 1. 3 games to 1. Pitch inside, 2-0 on Story. 98-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Jimmy Cordero. The 2-0 is swung on and skied in the air towards center field. Going back on this one is Larry Garcia. He'll make the catch, and that's the ball game. White Sox win by a final score of 9-5. They have a couple home runs late in the ball game off the bats of Jose Abreu and Edwin Encarnacion to give them the win in this one. Rockies had a few home runs of their own today. 2-run shots for Nolan Arenado and for David Dahl, and a solo home run for Sam Hilliard, but that was not enough. CU gets player of the game honors. Kelvin Herrera will get the win. I would think Encarnacion is a pretty good candidate. Herrera 2-3 with a win. Joe Harvey gets his first loss of the year. He's 0-1. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Rockies, 9 runs on 11 hits for the White Sox. Plenty of scoring across the board in this ballgame. Jose Abreu is actually going to get our player of the game honors. He went 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs batted in, and 2 runs scored. He had a game-tying 2-run shot off John Gray, who came out to start the 6th inning. So Herrera in the win goes 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no runs. Joe Harvey 2/3 of an inning, 4 runs on 3 hits, a strikeout, no walks. Highlights on offense for the Rockies: David Dahl 2 for 5, 2-run home run, a double, 2 runs scored. Nolan Arenado 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Sam Hilliard 1 for 4 with a solo homer, his first extra base hit of the year. Trevor Story goes 2 for 5 with a double. Jose Abreu, we mentioned the 2 for 4 day. Edwin Encarnacion goes 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run. Danny Mendick 2 for 4 with a double, 2 runs scored. Eloy Jimenez 1 for 4 with an RBI double and a run scored. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday for the first game. Rockies will face the Phillies at Coors Field. And we'll take a look at the box score before this game is over.